Welcome to the FedEx channel. My name is Federico, and we are here with
Carla Garcia.
Carla. Actually works for a great company, and she is part of one of the creators on the labs.
Oh yes, yes, correct.
So Carla actually has a lab here in DEATHCon 2024. Remember, DEATHCon stands for Detection, Engineering, Threat Hunting. She is one of the creators, and tell us more about that.
All right, well, sure. So I've been in Graylog for 6, 7 months now, and I decided to do a workshop on how to set up Graylog as a home lab, like a simple version for beginners. So I started off with installing like the main sources that we use, like OpenSearch, MongoDB, and then Graylog. And I have a step-by-step guide, so it's easy and copy and paste to get everything installed. And also installing a Graylog, a Graylog sidecar, and also you can use that with any kind of system that you use. It could be Windows, Ubuntu, Linux, anything like that.
All right, well, that sounds beautiful, but explain me what Graylog is, because
Okay.
I am gonna come in right now like I just got out of university or
Okay.
I don't know nothing, and I'm trying to get into cyber and I want to learn about this stuff, but I don't know what Graylog is. That this is the first time I heard about Graylog, so explain us what Graylog does
Okay.
and what it's all about.
All right, so Graylog is a company. Well, what I do, I'll speak about what I do.
Sure.
So what I do is I get data, so logs, information, and I make it simpler. Right, so I parse it, I normalize it, so I make it simpler for the customers to understand. So, for example, Graylog has a whole bunch of information from a computer, and it's like logs. And what we do is we organize it so it can be easier for you to understand. And you can create dashboards, see where the information is coming from, where is it going, what time, all the information, what the message is saying. All that information you can see it through Graylog, and it's also a SIEM as well. We have a SIEM, so a SIEM is a security information event management that you can also use as well.
So what are you saying, that this is an open source system
Correct.
for those that want to set up an actual home environment and want to start testing out, experimenting with logs and reading logs? The Graylog is a great way to actually have a home environment free of charge because it's open source, and then you can start go hammering in at it, huh?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, and so how Mongo and how Ubuntu and how the other stuff combine in here, like how they actually interlock in your project?
So the way they interact is that you need it to make sure you get or you're able to get the late data and the way you want the data to be shown on the dashboard. So that's why each of these, the MongoDB and OpenSearch, are needed in order to be able to see it on the Graylog instance.
Got you. So my best guess is that the person that's setting up your environment, your workshop, will require a couple machines, will require a really heavy thousand
No, not
bucks,
that.
or they can actually start at it with like cheap resources.
Yes,
And
that is correct. Yes, you can use it with a Windows VM and a Ubuntu VM. That's all you need. Yes, and in
so it's
the
really accessible for everyone.
correct.
Okay, great. And how long did it take you to actually set this up?
Oh, that's a great question. Probably took me maybe with just the copy and paste. I could say maybe 15 to 20 minutes.
Wow.
15 to 20 minutes to copy and paste, but that's without including. You also need to install the VM and Ubuntu. Well, complete everything. You could say an hour to install everything.
That is super interesting. And for someone that is trying to understand logs,
Yes.
is there like a summary on it, or is just a bunch of numbers that comes out on your results? Like, is Graylog has an actual tutorials videos for people to
Yes.
understand how Graylog really
That
works?
is yes. You go directly to the website graylog.com, and you can see all the research. There's also documentation. There's blogs. There's also more videos that you can go more into depth. In depth.
So it's actually like an open forum where people can actually
Correct.
go and learn more about your product, learn more of what you guys do.
That is correct. Yes.
That is really awesome. And one question and last is,
Yes.
like, what actually brought you here to DEATHCon 2024? I mean, like, who was the person that said, "Hey, come and help us out," or you just been doing it a couple of years and you're like, "I want to actually become part of this great community"?
Okay. Actually, it was Edna. She's in charge of all the setup for the DEFCON, and she's amazing. She's actually my mentor. So she was the one that said, "Hey, Carla, an opportunity to come up. You do a video or a workshop on what you would like." And a great idea would be to installing Graylog as a beginner. And I was like, okay, let's do it. And then that's why I'm here.
Well, you guys actually met in the previous video, but yes, they is actually really great person to actually work with, really involved onto the local community. So if you are in the Central Florida area and you want to get involved in the community, there are plenty of opportunities for you to join in. We do have, this is part of the DC 407, and DEATHCon is actually, like I say, detection engine threat hunting. It is, until recently, I actually found out that it's an international competition, or
Right.
actually conference, because locally here, us in Central Florida get to meet up together, but it is actually going worldwide right now, and there's people actually attacking those machines, and there are people defending the machine or setting up labs like her lab. So if you actually interested in 2025 is going to come up, be pending, look up deadcon.io. It's going to be the website for you to look up. But yes, any final thoughts for people in the video?
Um, um, let's see. Yeah, like, I hope you guys enjoyed my video. You have any questions, you guys are able to reach out to me, and I can help you out in more depth if you need it.
Oh, that's great. So how do people can get in touch with you?
You can check out my LinkedIn. I can also, it will be posted on the video, so people just click right into it, and you can just connect with me and message me whenever you please.
Well, there you have it, folks. This is how we do it in the FedEx channel, and this is how we actually you get involved and we level up each other. There's opportunities, there's open sources. It is time for you to actually have the desire and get into the books and start learning.